Et les orques? Comment va les orques? Bon, aujourd'hui, Legolas. Legolas. On va démarrer avec sa tronche. Sa tronche de Legolas. Alors, voyons voir. Celui-là, je verrai mieux ce que je fais. On est bien droit. Et un peu pointu. Um, I'm gonna put some fire in my plate, so I'll be back in a sec. Hey Tim. Good morning. How you doing this morning? Looks like you've done a lot in my absence. Oh yeah? What did you miss? Where I was? Boromir? Yeah, I finished Boromir, I finished Gimli. I'm doing Legolas now. Yeah, I streamed yesterday. So I'm gonna work a little bit this morning, and I guess this afternoon I have stuff to do, so I don't want to work this afternoon, but at least I can start with Legolas. So the idea with Legolas is that it's gonna be the only one, you know, pretty clean, who is nice, elegant, broaded, close. Just to play with the idea, because the way Raymond draw him is very elegant, which is not really my idea of wood elf, but I have to go with the design, so I'm gonna go with nice and elegant clothes. Just to play the, you know, it's an occasion to play with the, how do you call that? Stereotype. I see you did some improvement to the helmet. You dislike it? I like it. Not much change, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I didn't change the drawing because it's not, you know, straight line, but just a little bit of the coloring, just enough to make it look nicer. Yeah. And I did go back with the white and black color of Gondor, what that we see on the movies, just because that color stuck in my mind for Gondor. So I was trying to find a place where I can draw the tree of Gondor, but I can't find it. I even started to think about having him having a tattoo, but yeah, it was just for fun, and I'm not sure it goes well with Boromir. But every time I see a big fat hairy arm, I feel like this place should have a tattoo. Yeah, I like it. There's just enough gold to see that, you know, he's somebody important, because he's the son of the Stuart after all. But, you know, not too much. So I guess that's well enough. Gimli, I did go with the hair, the red hair, the red beard, cause that's the image I have in my head thanks to the movie as well. So somehow it's pathetic that I can't get out of, you know, the color scheme they put in our mind with the movie, but in the same time that's what I have in my mind, so I don't really mind to go with the stereotype. I need a color anyway, so and I have very, very hard time to imagine Gimli with another color now. Well, I guess it's just that's well done, so you do not accept alternative. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's like me and The Witcher. Played the game first, never going to watch the serial again. Yeah. That's exactly the same. I still have hard time to accept that look for Gondor, but I mean, I have to go with the design because I'm not paid to redesign the thing, I'm just paid to color it. So, but it's cool to have that drawing starting to feel like a movie. I really like the idea. It's almost starting to feel like, you know, an animate, not an animate, like a, how do you call that? Oh, I don't remember the name now. That city. Like an animation movie, you know, those movies made with computers, like Arcane and so that's kind of stuff. Starting to feel, I know, starting to feel that vibe now with that drawing. I mean, that's where I'm trying to go in that direction. It's like you can starting to feel like it could be a movie. Who is those characters? Doesn't feel like an old illustration from the 70s anymore. Alright, I'm gonna need a dark blue to darken that green. We finally had a D&D game yesterday, not much to say, unfortunately. Our first team fight went rather uneventful. That's happened sometimes. Are you still in the tournament? Specialized pain. We are total per yeah. Okay. Does that mean the other guy is back? Or did you do it without him? vampire received some hardcore humbling though. Radiant damage, stop her regenerating mechanism. Oh, that's good. So she ended up out of the fight before I could even lay a first attack. That's why you never run forward alone. He won't be back for a long time, so the DM is controlling him now. Okay. Okay. I mean, somehow, you know, because, yeah, you take some decision, but it's all about your characteristic and you throwing dice of. I'm sure you're not okay with you're not agreeing what I'm saying, but it's kind of what I feel about those games. I mean, yeah, you take your decision, but you're falling alone and you're just in the mercy of what the dice is gonna decide. And all you can do is trying to make sure that choosing the right characteristic so it won't happen again, or you'll be more prepared for this or that, depending on what you prefer to be prepared of. Our gunman has insane fire range, so he plucked a guy from across the world. Goddamn Anna, making me realize how terrifyingly strong he will be in the duel stage of a tournament. Yeah. Thankfully, as a skeleton, not only I'm resistant to piercing damage, so I only take half of it, I also gain an ability, so submerge surrounding me area in a pitch black cloud, making me invisible. Oh, so yeah, you have weight of escaping the bullets. Starting to look like a Pokemon battle. Yeah, you fucking skeleton. You're afraid of nothing. No, I will disagree. I was a Pokemon battle before I multiclassed into a sorcerer because my options were limited to one cool ability, an attack and a slightly stronger attack. Now I shot fire from my hands, can summon magic hands, send message directly inside someone's mind, and that's just the beginning. Sadly, being our front line, I rarely get to use these. Okay. But they sound cool. For sure. I'm gonna get some wood in my fire and I'll be back in a sec. Alright. Okay, oh, almost noon. Okay, I won't go that much this morning, but hey Barlow, morning. They've managed to get through my plate twice, and I blocked it with. Oh, okay. So yeah, you are almost indestructible. Indestructible. Hey Witabix, hello hello. Putain, je commence à dire que je me cache, ça y est, tout le monde se pointe. Ah mais sérieux, sérieux. Et tu vas me lâcher déjà toi? How you doing, Barlow? Comment ça va, Witabix? La reprise du boulot, ça a été? Ça va, ça roule. Ça va, ça va. It's good to spend a little bit of time having nothing to do but drawing for a morning. I missed that. Now I have it a little bit again, and it's good. The moral. Logs, that's okay. I did it just just after you put the first message, so I guess you're good. Thank you. I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't know. Started to wonder if I'm doing like a slightly transparent veil here, so we can see a little bit his harm. But I mean, to go in an adventure, I'm not sure it's the right. That's the right clothes to wear. But that's not very practical anyway. It's just the style of another area. Alors, if this adventure was along grass, it'd be well camouflaged. And yeah, I mean, they are geared for forest, so I've started packing for university, so see you around. Have a good time. Alright, have a good time, team, and yeah, see you soon. See you soon. I'm gonna head for lunch anyway pretty soon, because I need to go do some shopping, so I can't draw this afternoon, unfortunately. This drawing is addictive. I can't think about doing something else. I need to do that drawing. I want to see it done. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was not like that for Sophie Marceau, I can tell you. But this one, yeah, this one is really exciting. I can't get out my eyes from it. Every time I come back to that room, I have to look it again. Because I don't know, I found it pretty cool. And it made me wonder if, you know, in the comic book aspect that I want to do, I'm realizing that that's the part I want to do actually. It's just the colorization. So in an ideal project, what should be ideal for me would be to have like a, you know, somebody write a story, somebody sketch it out, and somebody ask me to color, you know, to color it. That would be ideal, because it will be only fun without the work, because all I need to do is applying color and texture and volume, what I love to do, and not really bothering the design of it, because it's already done. Not, you know, working my ass off to find cool visual, because the guy is already very good at it. You know what I mean? That's something I would like to do. Yeah, that's the trap. That's the piège. Rushing drawing to make, you know, to see it finished. No. As much as I wanted to see it finished, I want to take my time and make sure everything is the way I want. I spent years doing the it will do, and usually, you know, you ended up working hours on a drawing that could be better if you didn't do the it will do thing. And that's the trap there. Oh, that will do. No, it's not good enough. That will do. Needs to be perfect the way you want. So you know that drawing, when it's done, you can't do better. So it's a statement of, you know, of what you can do now. If every time you finish a drawing you think to yourself, oh yeah, I could have done it better, that's not good. You can tell yourself that if you look at your drawing like a year or two later. Do you prefer coloring to the drawing? I'm starting to wonder if I have more fun coloring than, you know, scratching my head off to create the drawing. The thing is, you know, I like to color what I like, and the better way of coloring what I like is doing it myself. But you know, it takes time to end up with a nice design that it's so cool that you're very excited to coloring it. And it's so much fun to having a drawing that you didn't design, because, you know, you don't know at all, and then make it your own by coloring it, if you see what I mean. Because the drawing take off a completely new direction, you know, with that coloring on it. When you look at that and you look at, you know, the original colored version, you're like, it's two completely different. It's So yeah, I have more fun coloring. It's not that I prefer. I think it's just about, you know, the fun aspect of it. It's way more fun. And when you know that it could be, you know, a specification on a comic book, it's very often that you have the writer, you have the guy that did draw, and you have the guy that color it. If there is somebody out there that, like, you know, I like to draw, I like to sketch out cool stuff, but the thing that, you know, I enjoy the least is coloring it, and you have a commission and enough money to two guys, maybe we need to do a collaboration. Because yeah, I can do that and enjoy it. I mean, the original sketch, that's the part I love the most. The original sketch is brilliant. And so much stuff has been lost in the colored version, colored and inked version. All those little nuances, all those little things disappeared totally on the colored version. And that's why every comic book artist will tell you that you're losing a lot of stuff from the sketch when you color the drawing. And the beauty of doing it with ballpoint pen is that all that sketchy, those sketchy aspects that make the drawing looks better sketch-wise, you don't lose in it. You are just make it more powerful. Because I'm still inking, I'm still putting color, but I still can do the same ingredients and, you know, stuff that make the sketch look cool. Now the question I don't know, because I'm not used to that, is, and I guess now with, you know, with the new scanners and stuff, is this coloring style will go well with publisher, you know, the guys that print the books. I mean, I did write a book and I did draw it, illustrate it with colored ballpoint pen illustration, and it looks cool. So I guess it's doable. Probably, you know, today's machine can do that. But back in the day, you know, I can understand that it has to be flat color and everything. But now I guess you can do whatever you want. So I'll be very exciting to be commissioned, like I'm doing here, but for an old comic book. Like you know, a very cool looking fantasy story where the guys that are behind it are like, you know what, we really love our project, we really love what we have here, but I think with your style and your way of coloring it, it can propulse this project to a whole new level. And you have like a very good collaboration, because, you know, you have three guys that do what they can do best. One is designing and sketching out pretty awesome, you know, scenes and creature and stuff. One is very good at writing a story, and you have one in the end that is pretty good at coloring stuff. That would be awesome. That's my projection into the universe. Because I'm sure this style of coloring could be, you know, new, because you don't really see that kind of coloring in comic book. So that could be the originality of the comic book as well. That's what I wanted to do for my comic book, but the story is not coming, and I'm starting to lose the interest, unfortunately. I'm a fire dragon, you know. I need to, you know, it needs to be now. If you disappear for a few months, I'm gonna get cold on that project and fly somewhere else. You know, I'm able to work all year on cards for a war game, but if all the students, I don't have any more drawing to do, and I don't have much news about that game, I'm gonna lose it. My mind. Write your own story. I'm not very good at writing stories. I'm not clever enough. You need to have the right tools. You need to know how to write a story. I don't have the patience to, you know, read enough books, and I don't have the brain to understand how it works, so I can do the same. No, my brain is not like that. My brain like to create stuff, and my brain is very good at understanding how I can build that. I can, you know, do that, but not writing stories. I need to be in the last phase, you know. I need to be somewhere where stuff starting to happen visually. I think I can get bored very quickly if I'm in the early stage where nothing is really used. Yeah, I think so. I think I could be really easily being bored if nothing happened too much. If it's just coloring the same clothes again and again, I think I will need action. I think, you know, because, you know, yeah, it's coloring. Yeah, we are doing that square after square, but I need to like the project as well, and I think I need to think that my work is gonna benefit the story, not just coloring it, you know. I need something where that coloring will make the difference, because I feel like, you know, if it's an historical thing, I don't think, you know, me or somebody else doing it is gonna change anything to the story. You see what I mean? The only problem is that plan is that, you know, because I don't have that much time for personal projects, because, you know, my work is mostly commission, and that's how I'm paying the bills. I can't anymore work on a project where there is no money involved. I was about to do that with my own comic book, but it's starting to get complicated because you know, I have a lot of work already paid, and I'm afraid that that project, if this project is gonna happen, and I'm gonna need a lot of weeks and months, maybe probably a good year to work on that stuff. It needs to be paid, otherwise it's not doable. You know, I work in a whole year to draw 90 cards for Master Warriors. That job was paid. Otherwise, I won't be able to do that financially. I can't spend that much time for nothing. Last year was possible. That's why I was so excited about, you know, starting my own project. But it's getting harder and harder to do that. I'm lucky enough that this stuff has been commissioned. You can't change what French soldier wore in history, but in fantasy you can make them wear whatever you want. Yes. Even though, you know, there is big chance that, you know, the dude that draw them, you know, have already an idea on his mind. But the best scenario will be like, all right, I just sketch it out, now you figure out the colors. But you know, it doesn't mean that it's not interesting to go, you know, searching, you know, historical. You know, I did that for Master Warriors because the Archean in our game are like Roman and Greek, and it's historical. That's the point of all the human race of that game, is that if you're playing a war game, historically war game, you can play your minis as well, because we're gonna, you know, we're supposed to bring every race bit by bit. So the first that we did was the Romans and the Greek. It's the Archean, and we have the medieval Archean. So it's all the medieval stuff, the knight and everything. They are part of that race. Oh, I need to put some wood in my fire, I think. All right. Yeah, I really like that. Creating, for example, a character and not really thinking about what he's gonna wear, and go online, find reference, and try to dress him up like something that existed already. Like for example, that's something I was not able to do like 10 years ago, but now, like I have somebody here on Twitch that commissioned me his dad as King Arthur from the Camelot show, and now all I need is the picture of the father, and I can easily put the armor on him, just by looking at the reference. So that I'm cool with that. But if it's an history, I don't know, maybe that's because if it's historical or fantasy, the guy is gonna dress up the same all the way through. That's the thing that I don't know if it's gonna be boring or not. Because even you can imagine that those guys, with your comic book with those guys, that means every time I'm gonna draw Boromir, I'm gonna draw all the fur and everything every time. And if you have a discussion, it's gonna be like 4 or 5 squares with the same stuff, with just different position or whatever. So as much I am enjoying what I'm doing there, I even don't know if I will enjoy the same to color a comic book. I guess I will have to do it to know. Well, I'm gonna finish up that sleeve and then I'm gonna have lunch. And then I guess I'll be back Sunday evening, because that's what I said yesterday, but I forgot that this morning I was free to do whatever I want. Ok. Bon, bah, we're gonna stop there for today. Yeah, it's green. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's not too flashy, but in the same time, if I'm doing darker, it's gonna, if, you know, I want him to pop out of that picture. I want. Okay. All right, I'm gone. Thank you again for coming, everybody. Thank you, Barlow. Thank you, team. Who came this morning? Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, Witabix. Witabix say a little hello as well. So thank you for coming by. Say hi. And the color in the original coloring drawing merge at a distance. Yours is more easy to look at. À plus tard. Bonne journée. And ouais. See you pretty soon. We're gonna raid somebody, I guess, maybe. And I'm gone. Bye bye. Ciao.
Have the owl like just sitting on it. I think that'll work best. Send nudes to DM. Maybe.